I am so excited to have Bill Zununga on for episode 3 of On the Road with Signing Agents. Bill, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic today, Mark. Just
Oh,
great.
man. Thank you so much for being here, inspiring people with your journey. Bill has been in the industry for a whole whopping 5 months, and Bill's already made for the months of May. He did over $5,000 in signing agent income. Insane! Congratulations on the early success, Bill.
Thank you, Mark. It's been fun so far.
Awesome. So we're going to walk through kind of your journey, how you got to $5,000 in signing agent income. We're going to give some tips today in today's episode. I'm really, really excited. So just so everybody knows on the video webinar today, where are you from?
I am in North County, San Diego.
Oh,
Your
San Diego.
backyard, Mark.
Yes, San Diego, California resident. I love it. Okay, so this was super, super awesome. So Bill is a loan signing system student, and Bill shared his story with me. It's super inspiring, and I want others to be inspired as well. If I have any holes in these stories, Bill, please jump right in. But Bill has been worked, excuse me, in the past 35 years at UPS. Anywhere from a driver up to management. He just recently retired from UPS, and now he's a loan signing system student. So, Bill, can you tell us why, after 35 years at UPS, you've decided to become a signing agent?
Okay, all right, Mark. Like you said, after 35 years of working nonstop at UPS, I decided to take my early retirement, and I wanted to try something new. I didn't know what at the time, so I took an entire 9 months off, and then I started thinking about doing notary work, loan signing type of work.
So you're saying, Bill, real quick, so what you're saying is after 35 years at UPS, the retirement package you got after 35 years wasn't sufficient enough money to really support the family and the lifestyle that you've grown accustomed to. So at the end of the day, what you're saying is that retirement wasn't enough money. And so you kind of had to figure out, well, shoot, I'm now 9 months into my retirement, and I got to figure out something to do so I can supplement my income that my family obviously needs.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what it was. I needed to supplement my income, and so I decided to go into the notary public kind of type of work. And then I saw your videos, just on your infomercials, and then one thing led to the next. Before you know it, I bought the video, I bought the system, the loan signing system, and I
Awesome.
fell in love with it somehow, some way, because I had taken the NNA course before that, and I wasn't really pleased with it. But after taking your course, I said, this is what I kind of want to do. So
Well,
I,
let me just back up real quick if you're okay. So, I mean, you went from being you were working at UPS for over 30 plus years. So, you have zero background in mortgages. You were never a real estate agent. You were never a mortgage officer. You literally just worked at UPS 35 years. You took my course, and so now you're making money signing agents. Is that all correct?
that is all correct, Mark. I had no idea about the industry at all.
Man, that's crazy. So, for some new signing agents who are watching this right now, Bill, I mean, as a UPS, employee for 35 years, could you say anybody could be a signing agent?
Anyone can do this, especially after taking your course. If I'm a believer of the loan signing system,
I
give me the company.
appreciate that. I didn't want to make this a huge commercial about LSS, but just kind of more inspiring other people that you can come from almost any background. And like I said, you've been a UPS driver. You were never in mortgages. You were never in real estate. You're never an escrow officer, never an appraiser. You worked for UPS for 30 years, and now you're a signing agent. As far as like, learning the system, and not the system, but just learning what it entails to be a signing agent. For someone new looking at this, would you say that like literally anybody can kind of pick up the concepts pretty easily?
Anyone can do this job. Anyone can do it. It's a matter of learning how to read docs, how to read basically, and that's all it takes. Just read and go talk to and meet people. That's it.
I love
That's
it because I really, in all my videos, as you know, Bill, I'm always talking about like literally it's just point, sign, point, because we don't want to explain everything. We're just guiding people through, and it's crazy that you could be at UPS for 35 years, and the retirement after 35 years isn't enough money to supplement for you and your family is just inspiring, because I'm sure there's other people out there watching right now in the same boat saying, my retirement isn't enough. And so for someone who might be watching and saying, my retirement isn't enough, would you say being a signing agent is something they should look into? Like kind of walk someone who's in your shoes through, who might be watching this video like you, Bill. Is like, look, my retirement's not enough. Like, talk about being a signing agent and why you love being a signing agent, and why it helped for you and could help for somebody else.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, the one thing is I like meeting people. I like talking to people. So that was already into this kind of network, into this kind of business, right? So once I took the course, once I knew that I was going to talk to people, meet people, and engage with people and just network, I figured this is it for me, right? So without the knowledge, not having any knowledge, and taking the course, gave me the confidence just to go out there and meet people. And before you know it, I'm making $3,000 in my first month in April, and then come May, once I network a little bit more, here I am, I'm making $5,000, and this is all, by the way,
I love it. Well, we're gonna talk about your success in a minute. I really want to inspire someone who says, who's looking at this right now, looking for a way to supplement their retirement income. I mean, as far as learning the concepts of going through loan documents, talk about your experience and whether you think that being a signing agent is easy for anybody to learn.
Well, absolutely, it's easy. Once you go through the course and you understand what you need to do, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It's just a matter of, like you said, point, click, and sign there, and date there, and initial there. That's really all it takes. And the rest of it is just going out there and meeting people. So anyone can do this job. If you like talking to people, this is the job for you, for anybody.
I love it. I love it. I know, like I said, I mean, there's so many people in your shoes, Bill, where, retirement just isn't enough. And thank you for being, honest enough and transparent enough that you can go on this webinar to inspire other people about that, because I don't think it's just you. I think a lot of people put 30, 35 years into their business only to come out of and be like, man, I need something else to supplement my income. So thank you very much for just being vulnerable and being transparent and inspiring other people who might be in that same position. So thank you so much. I mean, and literally with no background, you're now making $5,000. So let's talk about your journey a little bit. Let's talk about maybe some tips you can give a new signing agent. So I got some of the stuff you emailed me here. So you became a loan signing agent back in February. We're now sitting in June for people watching this webinar later date. So we're sitting in June right now. So about 5 months you've been a signing agent. It looks here, your first month you did 4 signings, right? That looks like month of February. March you did 3 signings. You're still learning the business, I'm taking it. April you did 17 signings. And then in your 4th month in the business, you did 32 signings, which, because what you sent me is you made $5,000.
Correct.
In the month of May in signing agent only income. Talk through that with some people. Once again, this is for the newer signing agent. So talk through it for a newer signing agent, kind of that journey of getting to $5,000 a month after only 4 months, kind of what you did, maybe some tips and advice to get there. Once again, I don't want this to be a huge loan signing system commercial. So just any maybe little tips you can give on your journey, but let's talk through that a little bit.
Okay. All right. So I started in February, did my first signing. I believe it was on the 14th of February. I remember it was a signing service, got my first text, which I accepted, and I got the job. So here,
quick. So for a new signing agent, you literally just put your name in the databases that I recommended, and within your first 30 days, you literally got a signing appointment. Is that right?
Yeah, within a couple of weeks, I've gotten a few notices, but I was not hitting my text quick enough. Then I figured it out that you have to be quick at it. So once I got my one assignment, from then I started getting more and more. I got 3 within the first week, and I got them all. And that was in the first month of February. Then it went into March, and then I did a couple of more for a couple of different signing services. And then I said to myself, I'm starting to really get to understand this loan documents a little bit better now, especially after practicing your script and doing about 30 of those, just with my kids, practicing. So I felt like I had the experience enough. So I said to myself, since I want to go direct, I'm going to start marketing myself. And I started doing that in March, which was my second.
So in your 3rd month in, you took the script that I gave you, and obviously you made it yours. I always tell new students that I give you a foundation, and from there you build on it. And so in the 3rd month, you said, shoot, I'm going to go out on my own, and I'm going to stop working for signing services, which I think is a great place to start, by the way. I mean, you're the classic example of it. And then you said, I'm going to go straight to direct. So let's talk about that a little bit for people who are watching this new signing agents. You know, in your third month, you're already getting direct business. What that means is he wasn't using a signing service to get the loan appointments. He went directly to escrow and title, and now he's keeping the entire fee. And what is your fee on some of those direct appointments?
I get between 175 to 250.
175 and $200 for an appointment that takes an hour. Like,
Yes.
I don't know if there's a better business in America than being a signing agent, but let's walk a newer signing agent kind of through that, getting that direct business, if you're okay with that, Bill. So
Absolutely.
cool. So to kind of walk us through, so you go to an escrow office or whatever it is, and you say the script, because a lot of signing agents watching this are intimidated by that, right? And so,
Correct.
I try to let them know that it's not as hard as you think, and that's why I love doing these interviews with real signing agents. Who, by the way, when we had this appointment, Bill's like, "Look, Mark, I would love to inspire others, but I got a signing at 5 o'clock today, so we got to be done by 4:30." So he literally has an appointment this afternoon. But anyhow, thank you again for taking the time, Bill. But there's a lot of signing agents who think that's intimidating. So can you kind of walk them through it and kind of maybe let them know that it isn't, and kind of talk about your experience?
Sure. So one of the things that I did one day, as I was looking for a FedEx box to drop off the docs from a signing that I did the day before, I noticed this escrow company that was right by my house.
Okay.
So I said, "Oh, I got one in my backyard, so I'm gonna start going to that one." It was the end of the month, so I waited till the following month, which was March. So I went to that escrow office. I just walked in, I brought some goodies and introduced myself. I had just gotten my business cards, by the way. I didn't have business cards, but I had just gotten them that week. And so I said, perfect timing for me to go. And I met the receptionist on the first day. And I met one escrow officer on the first day.
So hold on. So just to like help a new signing agent watching this, so you literally saw an escrow office from the side of the street, and then you just literally, which you get a little nugget, which I want to make sure some people caught, is the end of the month they get a little hectic and chaotic. So you're like, look, I'm going to wait until the beginning of the month when they're not so hectic and chaotic to go in. So I want to make sure that everyone's heard that little nugget. It was a good nugget. Thank you, Bill. And so you're saying you literally just found an escrow by your house, and then you just walked in.
That's correct.
You just walked in and you asked for an escrow officer, and you start talking to an escrow officer.
That's right. That we started our conversation, and we exchanged business cards, and I went on my own way.
Like,
came back.
Okay. Yeah, I try to tell the signing agents out there, like, look, you got to stop working only for signing services. Signing services should definitely be part of your portfolio as far as income streams. But going in direct is as easy as Bill said. Now, obviously, you have some tips and tricks that I give as far as scripts and whatnot. But what I'm trying to explain is, people don't need to take my course. They can figure out this on their own. I just don't know why they would. But, the point I'm trying to make from this, Bill, is you're really just saying you walked in, asked for an escrow officer, exchange cards, and now you're doing business.
Yeah. And what I did, I didn't initially get a signing right away from them, but so what I did is I continue to go every week, except the end of the month, Mark. I went every week for 5 consecutive weeks to this particular escrow office. On the 5th week, I got a call, and they asked me if I can travel to Los Angeles for a signing, since I told them that I could go anywhere.
Let me just stop you. So this is amazing. So, I mean, what I wanted someone on signing agent here is, it was literally as simple as just going in, finding an escrow officer, and just following up. And you followed up on a weekly basis. Thank you for inspiring others at a weekly basis is more than efficient. And then 5 weeks later, you did a signing from them, and the rest is now history, right? Now they are kind of your go-to. I mean, you're the go-to notary for them, huh?
Absolutely. I would say that 90% of my signings are coming from that escrow office.
Wow.
4 escrow officers are giving me signings every week.
And then I think what's amazing is that after going in, because it's by your house, there was no magic outside of, like, a lot of signing agents are like, Mark, how do I pick an escrow office? And I go, literally just Google it, one by your house. And the fact that literally you just walked into the closest one next to your house, went in, asked for an escrow officer, escrow came, you followed up, and now there are 4 escrow officers feeding you business out of 1 escrow office. I can't be more proud of you. And hopefully people, new signing agents watching this, are inspired by literally, it's really that easy. As far as, like, kind of, the difficulty of getting in or how easy it was to get in, is there any other you know, inspirational nuggets you can give a signing agent who are like, man, I want to start going direct? I mean, is there any piece of advice to a signing agent, you know, out there looking to go direct because they don't want to work for signing services anymore?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first thing that you cannot be discouraged, you know, just by going in and not getting signings. You cannot be discouraged because obviously they have their go-to people. You know, they got their go-to notaries already that they've been using for years. Matter of fact, there's two notaries that I know that they use ahead of me. But I can
Yes.
tell you this, I'm number 3 now. There's
Well,
no
let me
doubt
just
in my mind.
stop you there. This is great. That's why I love these on the road signing agents. Is there's 2 other signing agents in the office already. Most people go like, well, why would I go into an escrow office? They already have the people they use. And so, and I always tell them, and you're solidifying it, it's like they need more than 1 or 2 notaries. You're now the number 3 notary on their rotation, and you're making $5,000 a month. You don't need to try to go in and replace who they're using. You need to
Correct.
be in addition to, not in lieu of. And I think that what holds so many signing agents back, it's like, I get email after email. Well, title companies never hire new signing agents because they already have signing agents they work with. Yes, that's true. But those signing agents can't be at every single appointment. Is that right, Bill?
That is correct. That is correct. And that's what I've been told. When their go-to people are not available, guess who they call? Me. As a matter of fact, they've even called me to doing signings in their office now, which is pretty cool.
And you're moving
So
because you're moving up on the list, and that's what I'm
I'm
trying to
moving
tell
up.
them is through your great loan signing system training, and you know you're showing them how good you are. So you're slowly but surely building that credibility and moving up on their totem pole, and that's what I'm trying to inspire everybody with. It's this idea, Bill, that like, oh, I can't get title business, I can't get escrow business, and you just have to understand that yes, they have go-tos, but their go-to notaries can't be at every appointment. And the moment they are in a bind, like they were with your first appointment, that's your time to go in and be like, I'm going to be great at what I do. And that's how you get it. So you're now into May. Let's talk about May. Because so May, you did, I'm looking at the notes again. You did 32 closings in May. How many of those were direct and how many of those were signing services?
32 direct, 0 signing service.
32 direct. So after a month, so when did you stop doing signing service? Let me ask that.
Signing service on March 21st.
Wow.
I haven't
Okay.
done a signing service since March 21st.
And I can't keep saying that you came from a UPS background.
Correct.
Right? And at UPS, is it safe to say that you did every job under this UPS roof?
Absolutely, yes.
So my point I'm trying to say by that is like there was 0 mortgage experience, 0 like how to go and approach an escrow officer. You just said, look, I'm just going to go approach an escrow officer. The point I'm trying to make, Bill, is that you're not some flashy salesman from UPS.
Nope, not at all.
You're a truck driver, you're a warehouse worker, you're a manager, but nowhere in there where it was a slick sales rep or a slick commission only, right?
Nope, never.
And you're UPS career guy. And after 35 years, you said, you know what, I'm going to go into retirement, only to realize that your retirement wasn't enough. And unfortunately, I feel that is a common thread among some money retirees in this industry. So, kind of leaving, because I know you got to get to a signing, Bill. Thank you again for doing this. Kind of leaving a newer signing agent with one golden tip that you can give. Because once again, I want this to really help bring value to a signing agent. So, anything that one tip or nugget that, I love to call them, that a new signing agent could take to help grow their business, whether that's one piece of advice. So what is that, Bill?
I would say, again, do not be afraid of the rejection. Do not be afraid of being told that they already have signing service or they have signing agents. Do not, because to me, the no means not now. To me, that's what it means. To me, that is not a negative thing. It's just a part of business. Everywhere you go, you're going to hear no.
Let's talk about it. It's because it's not only not right now, it's when I need you, I'll use you. And it's a matter of like, they will need you at some point. Their go-to signing agents can't be every single appointment. So a no for a signing agent is actually better than a not right now. It is wait till we're in a bind, and we will get into a bind. And so if you just continue to follow up, like you said, and continue to use the script that I provide you and keep doing that, it's literally as easy as just waiting until they're in a bind, and they're going to be in a bind sooner or later, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it. Such a good. Anything else you want to leave brand new signing agents with?
Again, you have to be relentless. If you want to do this job, you have to be relentless. There's no other way about it. If you want to do it, you continue, focus on what you want, and stick to your strategy. Never, don't take the no as a never, right? It's just not now, and continue to follow through on your relationship. It's all this job, like you said, like I've heard so many people, it's all about relationships. It's all about building those relationships.
And we've done that our whole lives, people, and that's what I love about your story, Bill, is, you don't come from a mortgage background, real estate background, a sales background. You're a manager for UPS, a truck driver, a warehouse worker, and we've always built relationships. So it's not like you come into this business and all of a sudden you're doing something you've never done before, right? You're UPS and you're a manager and there's a new employee. Like, you got to create a relationship with that new employee. So no matter what we do in life, all we do are create relationships. And I love that you are letting people know that, a former UPS worker can do it. They can do it too.
Absolutely. Anyone can do it. As long as you want it, you stay relentless. And again, build the relationships, signings will come. I look at things so much differently now too, Mark. When I see a house, I said, oh, there's a potential refi, potential sale. I look at houses differently now as I drive around. Every one of those houses needs or had a loan signing agent.
That's what I say, man. I love that. That's the LSS outlook, right? Every single home you see, some signing agent made $75 to $250 from an appointment that took about an hour, because that's how I see. I just see opportunity, and that's what I try to inspire in you guys, is everything's opportunity. Like, there's signing agents out there. We can all make money. None of us have to be the only ones who are successful. So, you're officially, I think, 6 months in. So 6 months from now, where do you see your business with your projected growth, this newfound career, your second career in life, basically? Where do you see yourself in 6 months from now?
I will be six figures within 6 months. No doubt. No doubt. In fact, this month is pacing to be just like last month, and I took a few days off. But I'm still going to hit the 5K mark, maybe a little more. And in July, there's going to be fireworks, because I'm going full blown at it. So July, I'm looking to
you're only basically doing this part-time right now.
Yeah, not full-time. I would say 3/4 of the time. Okay. I'm available when they need me.
Yes, this is inspiring.
But July, I'm going full-time.
I love it so much. So I'm going to end with this. What are your favorite parts about being a signing agent?
Meeting and building relationships. To me, that's what I get the most out of it. The joy that I see when I complete the signing. I've never had a negative one so far. I always try to make it a positive experience for everybody. And then, of course, I'm an extension to the escrow officer, so I got to make sure that I make that escrow officer look good so they can continue to do their business. And it's just about growing the business for everybody. I like to make people happy, and when I'm done with the signing, it's everybody smiles.
I love it. That's right. You bring value to someone else, the money follows. Always chase the relationship, chase the value. The business grows automatic because of that. That's the loan signing system way. Well, Bill, get your next signing. Hopefully, I'm not making you late. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for letting people know that, like, if they're a retiree looking for a second income and even a second career, because it sounds like that's kind of where you're headed, that this is a perfect way to supplement your income if you're a retiree where you're not making enough money. So, Bill, thank you so much for your time today. Go out, continue. I'm going to see you in that six-figure club. I want to see you on stage at the conference next year, inspire the next set of signing agents out there. So, happy Father's Day. I know it was yesterday.
Same to you.
Thank you, man. I see you in class, man. Talk to you soon.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Bye-bye.